Hello, my name is Kim Vermaak. I am the author of the series, The Chronicles of Nadine, and I've been asked to read a section from the first book, The Last of the Silver Wings, which is available on Amazon, and after shutdown it will be available directly from me and also from certain bookstores. So the section that I'm going to be reading is from chapter 32. The chapter is called The Seal, and it is about an apprentice to a healer or physician, and they work very closely with Bishop Rowland, who has got honey sickness, and honey sickness was basically diabetes. So it's quite a serious ailment at that stage, and it's also pretty serious now. And the book really, this particular section of the book speaks about the consequences of the people that he's decided to align himself with. Now, I don't know if you've got children or you know of young people that are in school who are fearful of a bully, and sometimes what happens is we make choices, we align ourselves with someone who's got that kind of bullying behavior. Now, you don't have to be a child to experience a bully. You could have a bully at work, you could have a bully in a relationship that you're involved in, but it's someone that uses fear to overpower other people and to control them. And this man is not a bad man, but he's very fearful, and because he's fearful, he aligns himself with someone that he sees as an ultimate power of the time, and that alignment has got dire consequences. So we pick up on this character from page 244. The apprentice's hand flew to his neck as he eyed the spikes outside the castle. Sorry, I realize I need my glasses for this. The embroidered tunic he wore was drenched with sweat as he struggled to quell the wave of panic. He was never a brave man. In his studies there had been bullies, boys of greater physical power than his own. He had learned to avoid them. His father had died years before in the war. There had never been a man to teach him. He did not know that he needed to stand up to a bully. But to all men comes a time of reckoning, a time of choices. Once a boy let the fear of a bully master him, he was lost. The apprentice had fallen into this trap. Now all his choices were dominated by fear. In the last few months he had enjoyed the gifts of the king. He felt that he had the king's protection, but now he had to report to the king and inform him of the bishop's death. The guard ushered him into the secret war chamber. He was left alone, and in the silence his conscience howled out to him. He was a man of healing. The idea of an innocent's blood on his hands did not rest easy with him. He fingered the sealed scroll nervously. The wait for the king seemed to drag on and on. Not even the blazing fire in the grate could remove the chill he felt creeping into his spine. The apprentice felt King Raldolph before he saw him. A heavy darkness descended when the king arrived. "You have news?" inquired the monarch. "Bishop Rowland is dead, my lord king," replied the apprentice. "When?" demanded the king. "This very evening, sire." "I thank you for letting me know." The king rose to leave. The apprentice hesitated for a moment. His choice weighed heavily. "My lord king, there is more," he stammered. Pausing, the king inclined his head. "Continue." He eyed the apprentice suspiciously. "Bishop Rowland had a visitor. He gave a confession, and he requested that it be written down and sent to the cardinals." The final words came out as a whisper. Instantly he knew he had made a mistake. There could be no wife, no faraway practice, unless he could find a way out. "I intercepted the scroll," he blurted out. "How so?" asked the king. "The friar scribe sealed the scroll with the bishop's seal. They placed it in a basket. But when they were preparing the body, I swapped it for a blank scroll," elaborated the apprentice. "And the bishop's seal?" asked the king. They removed the bishop's ring while they cleaned the corpse. I only needed it for a few minutes. I sealed the blank scroll and returned it afterwards, he explained, talking very quickly. A hint of respect flickered in the king's eyes. The apprentice may well prove useful. He called for the scroll. Tell me, the king asked while the apprentice fumbled for the scroll. To whom did the bishop give his confession? Friar Watt, from the healing district. He brought with him a scribe who works in the area, replied the apprentice with growing confidence. Is that so? The king's voice trailed off as he opened the scroll. Perhaps you would like to read a part of the bishop's confession, said the king with a smile. You may approach, he encouraged. The apprentice stepped forward gingerly and peered at the scroll. Coming to the king had indeed been a mistake. He peered at the scroll. There was nothing on it at all. The apprentice's eyes never left its blankness as the king's dagger struck his remorseful heart. But there would be no spike on the walls for this apprentice. Silent servants whisked his body away. No warning would be shown to alert the friar and his scribe. Thank you very much for listening and watching, and I wish you a blessed day.